I'm back with another educational beauty video. In today's video, it's all about base. We're talking about the MAC Studio Radiance Foundation. We're going to try it on. I'm going to use 3 different application methods so that you know that one of those methods is definitely going to be the application that you use currently. We're going to see how it applies, what it looks like on the skin. We're going to talk about everything to do with this foundation, and you're going to see step by step exactly how to apply it and how it looks and how much of a dramatic change there actually is. Now, don't forget, I also have an online publication called Confessions of a Creative, where we cover several different topics. They range from style, beauty, health, fitness, culture. No matter what you're interested in, you're going to find it here, and you're going to love these articles because they're raw and authentic. I can promise you that. Now, there are 2 different subscriptions available. One is free, which means you get access to majority of the articles, and one is paid, which is only really going to cost you about a coffee a month, and that gives you so much more, like a dedicated beauty article every week and more, which is very detailed. So a lot of the stuff that I don't have time to cover on here, you're going to actually read it on there, like suggestions, advice, the products that I highly recommend, and exactly why, everything. You're going to find it on there. And we get a little room where we can chat as well, so hopefully you'll head over there and show me your support. I would absolutely love it. Now, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Don't forget, I'm over on Instagram too, so you can come and say hi there. Now I think we should head into this video. As always, I have nothing on my skin, zero skincare, nothing at all. So we're going to start off by using the MAC skincare. Now, this is not a sponsored video at all. I just went to the press event for the MAC foundation release of the Studio Radiance Foundation. I'm really interested to see what this foundation is like. So it's the first time I'm actually using it on my face. And they also gave the MAC Hyper Real Serumizer and the MAC Hyper Real Skin Canvas Balm in the whole set that they gifted everyone, and I am really excited to kind of like try this out and see how it all works together. So I will be using other brands as we go along, but I don't have anything on my skin. I'm actually pretty excited about this skincare because I feel like I'm coming across such great skincare lately. Like currently I'm using the Rhode skincare range and I absolutely love it. And this one, after reading up on it, because you know, I don't just use random products, I read up and check, you know, what's in there, what are the ingredients like, is it something that's going to suit my skin? And this actually has niacinamide in here, which is my favorite ultimate skincare ingredient ever, so I'm really excited about that. So let's get started. I'm going to be applying the skincare and then moving on to the foundation. I'm not going to be applying concealer or anything until after applying the foundation, purely because I want you guys to see what the foundation looks like on. So we'll get started with the serumizer. I've put 2 pumps in my hand because 1 pump is actually very little, and I am just gonna smooth this over. It's very hydrating. Smells nice, like not overpowering. It's very kind of like subtle. That has Japanese peony extract, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and ceramides. So it's a Pro 4 Power Infusion Matrix, which is probably what all those 4 ingredients meant. So anyway, we're going to let this sink into the skin. It's not really sticky. It's a little bit tacky, but not a lot. While that's sinking in, I'm going to use my Drunk Elephant Sea Tango eye cream. This, by the way, can I just say, this eye cream is never ending. I feel like I've been using this for about 6 months now. It's still going strong, and I'm kind of like waiting for it to run out so I can try a new eye cream. I'm like, are you ever gonna end? It just doesn't seem to be. There's just endless amounts in there, so it's actually pretty good. I am just kind of putting this around my eye area. Don't go too close to your eye because you'll block your tear ducts. You want to go along the bone of the eye. Now I'm going to use the Hyper Real Skin Canvas Balm. It's just like a normal cream really. So I thought it was going to be a little bit balmy. Well, actually it is pretty balmy. It's like a cream to balm. Feels good. Doesn't feel heavy at all. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of moisture out of this, but it's not going to feel so heavy on my skin. Now, while we're waiting for the moisturizer to kind of like settle into the skin, let's talk about the MAC Studio Radiance Foundation. This foundation is infused with skincare ingredients, somewhere along 32 or 33, which also includes a 10% hyaluronic acid in here. So it is kind of like really packed in with those skincare ingredients, which are good for your skin. And in turn, what they say is that the prolonged use of this foundation will actually improve your skin in general. So the other foundation that I have have used, which does actually do that, is the Dior Forever foundation, which is amazing. So I'm really excited to try this because the Dior Forever, I use the matte one sometimes, and this is more of a radiance foundation. So it'll be really interesting to see how this helps to improve the skin too over time. Now, obviously you do need to use this kind of on a regular basis in order for it to kind of like really improve your skin. So don't expect drastic results overnight with one use. Also, this helps to protect against pollution, and it also delivers continuous hydration into your skin. It's safe for sensitive skin. So if you have sensitive skin, very dry skin, this is actually going to be really good for you from what I hear. So that's what we're doing today. We're testing it out and seeing what it's going to be like. Also, they do claim that this is water resistant, transfer resistant, sweat resistant, humidity resistant. I don't know about that, but we're going to see, right? I'm going to use it as normal. I'm going to set it with some powder as well, because that is what I would do on a normal day. So I'm not going to try and be clever and put it on and not set it and then put a tissue on it. Like, obviously, I think you do need to set any foundation in order for it to be semi-transfer resistant. So we're just going to be very realistic about it. It comes in 48 shades, and also they claim that it doesn't crease, it doesn't settle, it doesn't cake up on the face. So it is quite natural looking, and it is very buildable too. So you can get that ultra kind of like natural finish with it, but you can also build it up for a kind of medium coverage. So let's go. I think my moisturizer has kind of like settled in now. Now what I will be doing is applying this onto my skin on both sides, but with a different tool. So I'm going to use my fingers on one side, and I'm going to use a brush on one side, and then I am going to use a sponge on my forehead. So I just want to see how all three kind of applications, how the difference I feel, what I would personally recommend to you once I've tried all three. So first thing I'm going to do is put some of this on the back of my hand. Now the texture it's not overly fluid, even though that's dripping down. It's quite a thick drip, so it's not like really runny, which I actually quite like. My shade is NC40. I do see that a lot of comments sometimes where people are like, oh, you never tell us your shade. I do, but I say it throughout the video, and I think people are kind of like watching little bits and then they're like, you didn't tell us your shade. Like, if you watch from start to finish, you will always find I will always mention my shade. So this is NC40 because I'm pretty tanned at the moment. My face is a little bit paler than the rest of my body, but that's just because of using retinol, so the tan goes quicker on my face. So let's use my brush. I'm using my Sigma F47 brush. We're going to apply this on one side, and I am already really liking the coverage and finish to this. And I think because it's not as fluid as I thought it was going to be, because you know when you think of a radiant foundation, you just assume it's just going to be super drippy and like just not much coverage. But actually this is pretty amazing coverage. This is pretty amazing coverage for such a kind of like light foundation, like a lightweight foundation. So I am really pleasantly surprised by this. I have just applied this with my brush, and it's definitely radiant. Like, I definitely feel that kind of lit from within. Like, even you guys can see, look at that, right? Like, I am really impressed with that. And the color is amazing for me because it matches my neck perfectly. Okay, so that was the brush, right? It went on pretty quick. You saw I'm not really getting brush marks, but a lot of that has to do with your brush as well. Highly recommend this brush for foundation application. Let's move on to finger application. So I've got it on the back of my hand. I am just gonna smooth this over. And obviously if you wanted to, you could use a kind of face primer. Now, I really like the texture of this foundation. I don't usually apply my foundation with my fingers, but I know a lot of people do, which is why I'm kind of like adding in this application technique. With your fingers, you do get less kind of coverage because obviously I feel like you're kind of really kind of smoothing it into the skin as opposed to letting it sit on top. I mean, I'll tell you at the end which coverage I prefer, like which application I prefer. Now I'm going to use my Real Technique sponge, buffing that product into the sponge, and I'm going to apply this on the forehead. I'm just going to go over to the nose, because I didn't really use any specific tool for that. And then what I'll do, I'm just going to go over my eyes with the sponge so that it doesn't look like I've got panda eyes. Let's talk about this. My personal preference when it comes to the application is the brush. I just love how that has given me a really even finish. Like I really feel like it has helped to give me amazing coverage without taking, like absorbing too much of the product. And I love that lit from within glow that you get. You definitely do get that radiance. With the finger application, I feel like I've just never really been one for applying foundation with my fingers. So it's just not me. And I just feel like it just doesn't feel comfortable to me, you know. I recently did a video showing how you can apply foundation with your fingers, but it was basically replicating that whole Meredith Duxbury viral foundation application, which I loved the finish of it, but it's just too messy for me. And I would probably maybe do that again, but my own version of it, like a little twist to it. But I personally am not keen on this. Like I feel like I can still see my pigmentation coming through. It doesn't really feel lit from within. It feels more greasy. And the forehead, I really like sponge application too, but ultimately the brush is quicker and it gives me an amazing finish. Like immediately I was like, wow. I don't know many people who would just put a foundation on and leave it and not actually set it with any powder. So I am going to be using a powder, but before I do that, I do want to add a concealer because again, I would always use concealer with my foundation. I do want to also kind of sandwich that concealer in the middle. So I will be putting another layer of this just so that you guys can see what it looks like when you add an additional layer and you really build it up, so we can see how buildable it is too. So first off, I'm just going to apply a little bit of concealer. I am going to put smallest amount there, like there's probably more on one side there. Just going to get my beauty blender and just kind of like really get this nice and even so we can set this so it's out of the way. So the eyes are nice and set now, so that's all done. I don't need to worry about that. Let's put a little bit of concealer here. I'm really just keeping that concealer on the under eye. I don't really want to spread it around because I really want to see how this foundation looks with no concealer kind of mixed into the larger surface areas. Okay, I like that. Now what I'm going to do is put some more foundation on the back of my hand. Now I'm going to use a sponge now because if I use a brush, I'm kind of removing, kind of mixing up everything and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to use a sponge and just add another layer of foundation and we'll see how this, what kind of finish this gives. I'm really interested to see how this looks when it's set with powder. I'm not going to set it fully, like I'll show you what I'm going to do, but I'm really going to kind of like set the under eyes properly because I don't like them creasing. Okay, I just took the lines out from the under eye area. Got my powder, which is my Makeup Forever Ultra HD. We're just going to stick to using that powder on the under eye. Now the only areas that I'm going to really press this powder puff in is just my smile lines on the sides of the nose and just in between the brows. That's it. Let's get the Real Techniques brush and we are just going to dust away this powder. Now I'm going to get my Hourglass Veil brush. I'm using the larger side of it and I'm going to dip it into that powder. So there's a very small amount of powder on here and I am just going to dust it over my face. There's literally no point in baking a foundation like this because otherwise you're not really getting that kind of radiance come through. You might as well just use a matte foundation. Now it usually takes a little while for your kind of powder to settle down so that your skin can look a little bit more lived in. So initially when you first apply powder, even if you dust it on, it's gonna look like all of a sudden so matte. But you've got to give it a little while. With some people it takes half an hour, some people like 10 minutes, some people an hour, where it takes that time for your natural natural oils to come through. So while that is happening to me, I'm just going to very quickly do my eyebrows. I can't move my neck too much. If you're watching me and you're like, why is she doing this? It's because I slept funny, and now I've got this pull on the back of my neck and it's horrible. So anyway, I'm going to do my brows quickly. I'm using my Benefit Goof Proof Brow Powder in 4. I am just going to very quickly do my brows. Okay, so brows are done. Let's add just a tiny bit of bronzer. I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Eyelinting with my Veil brush. And all I'm going to do is just add a little bit of shape here so it doesn't look so flat. Not a lot, just a small amount. And that way we've got a little bit of dimension to the face so that we can really see what it looks like if you use it with your usual kind of makeup. That's enough. Obviously, I don't have other things on like eye makeup or anything, but I think this gives you a good idea as to how this foundation really looks on. Personally, if I was to explain to you how it feels on, it feels very, very lightweight. It doesn't actually feel like I'm wearing any makeup. I would highly recommend this because I keep looking in the mirror, pretty shocked at how flawless my skin looks, considering it is one of those kind of like radiant foundations. I'm very, very surprised. I thought it was going to look a little bit more kind of like dewy, but it isn't actually that dewy finish that you get from this. It just gives you, it's really weird, it gives you that radiance, but you don't know how, because it's not, I just assumed it was going to be glowy, you know, and it's not really glowy. You can keep it glowy if you want to put less powder on. I didn't actually apply a lot of powder onto the areas which, you know, like the cheeks and stuff, just a little bit. I'll be honest, it's really hot in here right now and I am kind of sweating, and I did kind of just do the gym, like a gym session earlier, and I got back quickly, got ready and everything and sat down to film. So I went like, I was lifting heavy weights today, and I am like, you know, when you just continuously sweat after, that is the state that I'm in. I genuinely am very hot and sweaty, and I am surprised at how this is staying in place. Let's just get a tissue because I just want to see what this is like in terms of like, and I am sweating, like I said, transfer proof. You do get some transfer because, yeah, it's very minimal, right? Very minimal. But it is transfer proof. Like, unless, I think if you set it a bit more, like I said, I used a very small amount of powder. I think if you set it a little bit more, then maybe it will be less, you know, you'll get less of a transfer there. But otherwise, I'm still really surprised at how flawless this looks. And I'm really, really loving the application with the brush and the sponge. Fingers, I wouldn't apply it with my fingers. I just don't like how it applies. I really like this. So I would definitely be using this foundation again. I would highly recommend this. I think like one pump is enough, but if you want extra coverage, you can definitely build it up. Like, it's very easy to build this foundation up. It mixes in really well when you're applying, like I applied concealer just around my eye area, not anywhere else on my face. Everywhere else on my face, it is purely the foundation. There's no concealer. So the concealer is only on my eyelids and my under eyes, nowhere else. So considering that, I am really, really loving the coverage and the finish of it. It feels very lightweight, doesn't feel heavy on my skin, and I'm really happy with this. It's something that I feel like, at least I feel like there's goodness in this foundation. Like, you've got some skincare ingredients which are really helping to keep my skin hydrated. So it's not going to dry out my face and it's not going to like dry out my skin. I'm going to continuously get that hydration throughout the day. And if I were to use this on a daily basis, it's going to be better for my skin, you know. It's just nice to know brands are now thinking about how their foundations can actually improve your skin, like your skin barrier and your texture and everything, rather than just it being an unnecessary part of makeup. Well, it's not unnecessary because obviously we want the coverage, but I mean, it doesn't benefit us in any way other than coverage, right? But now I feel like we've got foundations which are available where we can use them, which obviously give us the coverage that we want, but also benefit us in other ways too. So you don't feel like so bad using a foundation. So yeah, I would highly recommend that. All of the products that I've used today are going to be in my description list below. So you just need to click on the link and it will take you through. So that's that exact place. Also, don't forget, I do have my own makeup shelves on ShopMy, which means I have like everything that you see being used in all of my videos are over on there. So the link will be in my description where it can take you straight there, and you can see I've got curated shelves. I've got skin shelf, I've got like a makeup shelf for like all my foundations, and you'll recognize them because you would have seen me use them in videos. So there's nothing on there that I have not used. Everything on there I have used in videos and I have personally liked. So I really do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Until the next video, take care and I'll see you soon.